Hello, hello, everybody. Oh, no, gotta mute the TV. Well, we got in here. Wow, we got Mayor, we got Matt, Dave, Rich, Mark, Bill, Shift, Kenny. There's Adam. Michael. I'll scroll up and want to thank everybody for showing up. Wow, you guys had a whole conversation going on before I even got here. Doug, thank you. ZSJ, thank you for showing off all your stuff, man. I love seeing your layout and all the progression you make on it, man. Good stuff. Ryburn, my man, your look came in today. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate that. 5 hours on the mower today. How many beers? Oh, none. You're out of Noseki. Oh, no. No paint leaf. Oh. Oh, okay. So I hear myself on my TV in there. So give me just a second to mute it. But I do have a plan for that. And I put those cars out because Adam said that he wanted to see them because he recently acquired one that I wanted and saw those two Porsches. Hey, Daniel. Sorry about that. Hey, Daniel, Lexan, thank you. You need a T-Jet body post repair replace guy. Well, I'm not personally that guy, Michael, but I'm sure there's somebody in our chat that is that would be able to assist. Oh, it's really simple, ZSJ. Any of us will be more than willing to help you out. Hey, Roski, thanks for showing up, man. I can, but won't. It's easy. Okay. Hey, Dale, thanks for showing up, man. Roski, did your track come in today? I hope it did. You did? All right. Yay. Everyone give Roski a round of applause. Once again, his generosity. Just so you know, Roski, that money that was won from the auction that Daniel purchased your cars, both of them, from that set, that money is specifically going to go towards the carburetor fund. So thank you for the first donation to that goal of trying to get a carburetor for my new motor. So thank you again so much for your help. I appreciate it, my friend, and I hope you enjoy your track set. Hey, Rick. Hope you had some free time away from the Weather Channel to get to run those cars and let me know how they ran. Hey, James. Yeah, I'm old school, Shift. I still have a carburetor. Got a whole big box of jets and everything. I don't see Angela in there, but tell Angela and the whole family hello for us, James. Oh, cool. Well, we'll have it for a look what Scott's got. I won't open it up. She's listening. All right. Well, hi, Angela. Exactly. Yeah, no, the kids look at my car and just a quick little story. And because I know this is Slot Cars, this isn't Scott's personal race car channel. And so I try to keep it that way. But anyway, so I'm sitting at a test and tune day, and we're waiting in line because some guy oiled down the track. And so everybody gets out of their cars, and we're all standing there. And I just take off my helmet, throw it in there, throw on my hat, and I start walking around. And then I come back, and I was parked around this 3-pack of new Corvettes. And I walk up, and he's holding his remote control because he bought a new $3,500 Borla exhaust system that would allow him to go open exhaust or closed exhaust, and it was all stainless. And I mean, it sounded good. And one of his buddies popped off because I was parked right behind him in line. You know, there were 4 lines deep, and it just happened that I was there. Nothing planned. And like I said, it was a test and tune day. Long story short, his buddy pops off. Hey, there's a little Mustang. Maybe you can show him your taillights real quick. And they all start laughing. And the guy goes, yeah, he goes, that guy that owns that Mustang is going to be sorry that he saw my Corvette when we pull up there. And I go, really? And he goes, oh, you own that car? And I go, yeah. He goes, no disrespect, man. And I go, no, none at all. And I said, hey, how about you put $100 where your mouth is? Corvette boy, shut the fuck up. Pardon my French, but yeah, he shut up real quick. And then when we did get up there, he stopped to let another car around him so that we didn't get to race because he chickened out. Corvette boy, yep. So there's one of my many stories of being at the racetrack and catching shit for driving a Mustang and it being Ford powered, because the first thing everybody says is, what year LS do you have under the hood? Yeah, find out. Exactly. That's why I walked up. I just said, hey man, no offense taken. How about $100? Let's see. No, man, we're just here for fun. Well, you was just talking shit like 10 seconds ago. What happened? Yeah, James. First on race day, James. Yes, sir, buddy. James was nice enough to include those with his stuff that he donated to the channel for the giveaway. Like I said, I'm still in the package there, my friend. Thank you so much. Oh, well, I know this is going to sound crazy, but on the way in here, I was going to show off the intake for the car. I actually took a picture of it today to show Adam that this morning, whenever he called, I was actually polishing on it. And the dog about tripped me and made me fall. And when she did, obviously the intake and everything, I have it on a handle, and it jerked the shit out of me. And so I've seriously pulled some muscles in my back and tweaked my back. So if I moan and groan tonight for a little bit, yeah, just please bear with me. I've already taken some ibuprofen, but I can still feel it every time I twitch. Oh no, see, those Blazers and S10s, man. Yeah. I thought they were in the track set, Roski. I thought I put a bunch of them in there. That's 50. Yeah. Kind of like my hand there, you know. If I didn't learn my lesson, yeah, you know, I was jerking that thing around like nobody's business today. But then when she jerked me and it got me out of whack, then it was extended weight on my poor back. And Roski, if they're not in that box, I apologize. I will send you a whole new envelope, my friend, because I thought I loaded you up with them in your racetrack set. But if I didn't, that's on me, and I'll get you more. Yeah, so I'm hoping the Advil and the extra zinc Tylenol permit me to stay in this chair much longer, because if you can't tell, I can't lean all the way back and still do what I need to do tonight. So just to show off what one last time what we had over here for Adam, and just in case you guys were wondering, these are Porsche 959s on Tommy, AFX Racing turbos. This is the Tommy years, and this is the black and the silver version. And it just so happens that this car came from Spain. And one of the deals that I had purchased some track set from an international seller, and he gave me a good deal on it, so I bought it a couple of years ago. And then someone listed that yellow or that silver Porsche wrong, and then this is a Testarossa, and once again it's on the turbo, not the super racing turbo, just standard turbo. So that's what those cars were. And like I said, I put those out there for my buddy Adam, because he's getting him quite a collection of the racing super racing turbos and the Mega G's and stuff. And so he was all happy he got one of the Porsches that I wanted. And then I said, he goes, yeah, I got to get that red one and that silver one, or that black one and that silver one. I go, well, yeah, there it is. 88 Chevette. Yeah. Yes, thanks a lot, Scott. Yeah, no, hey man. You know me, I'll keep my eye out on stuff. I'm pretty crafty about finding stuff in strange places. It's weird where you can all of a sudden find a slot car where you're like, I never thought that was going to happen. So I hope everybody had a great Monday. Mine was going actually pretty productive up until the point where the dog about knocked me down, and my back decided to scream, and because I didn't want to drop the intake because I was afraid I'd drop it on her or me stumbling around. So anyway, let's see here. I'm not going to go get it, but what I can do is I can show you a picture of it that I sent to Adam. And then that way it'll kind of give a visual of what I had in my hand and why I'm complaining like a little crybaby about my old back. So, hey, Patrick. So that's a Australian Parker funnel web intake, and it's polished, obviously, and I have a chrome thermostat housing on it. And so long story short, I was sitting there polishing it up before hopefully it goes to the engine builder to get put on the motor. And then that's what I was going to come in here and show off. And then that's when she did her little thing to me. So yeah, my back's screaming. That's so cool. You know, like I said, I usually take to the first 15 minutes just to catch up with everybody and say hi. Wow, 29 people on a Monday night. So like I said, I hope everybody had a great weekend and a decent Monday for a Monday, if you can have one. And hopefully there's a little entertainment tonight. I see Rich is here, and Rich, I'm counting on you, buddy. I hope you have your Bible out and you can help me. And people that do have these, I would suggest getting it out, because the whole case and a half that we're doing tonight, so we're going to be doing another 72 cars, is going to be nothing but TYCO. I lost it. Got it. Put down the hammer. Okay, Broski. Well, consider them in the mail tomorrow, man. I apologize. I thought I put a butt ton of them in your track set. In fact, I'm almost positive I did, but maybe I'm thinking of James and Angela, and they got swarmed with some. So, but regardless, man, no biggie. I'll get you some more, man. I apologize of all the sizes that I have and multiples of each. I apologize. No, that's my bad, dude. I was so in a hurry to try to get everybody's stuff out that, my old crappy body and my old crappy brain. Sometimes they just, my brain tells my body it can do stuff that it really shouldn't be doing. And my brain doesn't remember stuff that it really should be remembering. So, Yeah, dude, you got it. 2 and 1 of Mark's. Yep. Okay. You got Roski stickers? Okay. Well, see, I knew they went in somebody's box. But don't worry about them, Rick. You keep them. And Roski, Richard, like I said, buddy, I apologize. That's on me. And whenever we're all done with the show tonight, I'll be sure and get it all set up so that they'll be going out And I will be sending them standard like in an envelope. But so far, everybody has received their stuff via envelope except for Tom, that I sent his stuff in a padded envelope on the Viper wheels that the wheels that he won from Steve. But they didn't show up, so I sent him another set. So PTT package special. Cool. So if you didn't catch last Monday night, that's okay. Like I said, I know we all have lives. Even a single guy like me, you know, I don't go out and go drinking or anything. As you guys know, I don't drink alcohol. So this is my addiction. And Adam and I were just talking about that. We have to go to SLOTCARS Anonymous because of the way our houses are starting to look. But last week, what I did was I got a brand new case over there in the corner, and then I wanted to fill it up with just one series of cars. And so every row but the very last two rows on that one are cars that I've collected from TYCO. So there's 72 cars in that case, which came out of these cases over here. And then what I did in the meantime was I took the cars that were on the outside of the cases that I've been complaining about that led to that purchase. I put them in a case. And so that's a cool picture of some of the AFX stuff that's waiting for a new home. And then there's the case over there in the corner, and you can see there's very little wall room left. And that one space over there next to the case, you see, that 3-spot case, or that 3-spot right there is for the new PTT exclusives whenever they come out, the new 3-pack. So let's see here. There we go. So some of these cars you guys got to see last week whenever I was winding down the show and just showing what was on the outside of the case. And some of these cars you haven't seen at all. And so I kind of updated how we were going to do it this time. Instead of me trying to hold them in front of the camera, I got the little turntable out and I got a setting on the camera so I can whip it back and forth once we put the cars on the table and stuff like that. So there's a lot of unique TYCOs in there. Some of them you may or may not have seen before. And yes, sir. Hey, Gail, Mayor, nailed it. I was going to ask if anybody even knew what it was, and he nailed it right off. Everyone give him a round of applause, man. That's awesome, especially from this angle. Yes, sir. That is a Pantera. And that was one I didn't know if Rich had seen before. And then if you see those McLarens that are there along through here, I think I'm literally one away from having them all. Rich can correct me if I'm wrong. You have it? Okay, cool. I didn't know if you did or you didn't, man. Like I said, there's some stuff in there. Drinking Sunkist right now. Nice. And then, so like I said, you know, Rich has got a very extensive collection. That's why I was hoping he was here last week. But he's here this week, so we're going to put him to work helping out with looking up cars and stuff like that if people have questions like that. Hey, Matt, thanks for joining in, Patriot. We missed you this weekend. Glad you show up tonight, buddy. Your back hurts too? Well, look at it this way, Rich. You can sit in your recliner and watch TV or watch it on the phone. That, and you can have some of your cold snacks while you're watching. It is Monday night. Pretend like it's Monday Night Football. That's what I named the show after, is Monday Night Football. I just took football out and called it SLOTCARS. You are in the recliner. All right. Cool. Well, here, let me get the first two out. Oh, man. Yeah. I don't know about this. Yeah. Me and my buddies have this old saying, getting old sucks. And it's every time we do, it's because something on our back or our bodies is bothering us. So let's see if I can remember. No. 3? No. 2? No. 6. Only have 6 of them. All right. So there you have a couple of the slotless cars that someone had converted over, kind of like Rich's slot car room he talked about. If you caught him the other night, he talked about converting one of those with a guide pen. Well, someone had done these. And if you're asking yourself, well, why'd you get 2 of those converted if you never plan on racing them? Well, A, they're Mustangs. And B, you can see that's 2 different versions of the jam car. And, it's kind of obvious, but I'll point it out. There are 2 different shades of yellow, and one has the black roof and one has the yellow roof that says TYCO on it. Drink the beer with his phone. You want to hear these slot grabbers? Yeah. That's why this is kind of within arm's reach. I just have to, no beer tonight. Okay. He's toughing it out. So there's those 2 versions of that car with the different yellow. And then you're going to hear this a couple of times tonight, probably about maybe at least once, about the vendor that I buy from overseas. And they at one time had some of these jam car bodies, brand new, old stock, still in the package for sale. So I bought some of those too. And obviously that's that version there. So there's the first 2 cars of the night. I don't think there's very much rarity to them whatsoever. Where's it at? I thought I had my Mustang page marked, but the paper fell out. You're in the corner over here. Look at that. We got him peer pressured into it. So if you have one of those, okay, cool. Yeah. So well, obviously, Rich, you know this, since I'm I try to collect the TYCOs and the AFX and certain auto worlds. That is that if there's more than one variant, I try to get it. The F1s too. Yeah, I just got the one that I showed off last Monday night. If you got more of them, talk to me about selling me a body. I'd like to have. There's 2 or 3 different versions of that Marlboro jam car that I'd like to have just to say I got all the bodies. Good grief. Since we're in the Mustang part, it wouldn't take me very long to just go through them whenever I find the damn page. I can't believe I can't find it. You thought I'd had the book broke open to it. That's why his back hurts. You have one of the Marlboro. Page 17. Oh, that's why I wasn't going forward far enough. Okay, so that's on page 17 of your TYCO Bible, car number 16. And 91 to 93 jam car, 6486, 5, and yellow black jam car TYCO M and P. What does M and P stand for? Molded color or painted color. Okay, so there's the 2 differences in the bodies. So there's only 2 variants of the Mustang in the jam car mare. Hey, man. Thank you, sir. Everyone give Patriot Hobbies a welcome back. Appreciate that, buddy. So we'll get rid of the 2 jam cars. Sorry it took so long, but now I have the Mustang page open, so it should go fairly quicker. I won't say quickly, but it'll go quicker. Oh, so here, which one was it? No, 4. No, 5. No, 2. Okay, so 2 and 6. There we go. Hey, no, man. I understand family first. I understand life also, man. Like I said, when Chris showed up Saturday night, you know, like I told him, I get it. Life, just period. Sometimes my dad does stupid stuff like try to climb on a ladder, and my mom's calling me, telling me to come out there real quick before he does it again, and she doesn't catch him. You know, it's yeah, that stuff you just don't plan on. All right, so there we have the two versions of the Fire Chief, and that's also on page 17, number 25 and number 27. And those are both threes, lighted HP7 chassis. The Fire Chief actually has, it's a U-turn car and has the siren and the flashing lights. Hey, Rick, thanks, buddy. Hey, nobody. Thanks for showing up, Paul. And those are kind of harder to find with the tampo in good place. Yeah, we're working our way down the case. We'll be getting to the Chevrolet portion of the case on the other side. In fact, a majority of the what's left is Chevrolet. So Chevrolet fans, don't despair. You will be well represented. 32. Oh, that modified? Yeah, I can show you one of those, Rick. So there we have the two Fire Chiefs. See the U-turn? So this one does have the siren like the police cars and the lights that does it, and it turns around. And this one doesn't. So there were two versions. So there we go. And 6. Hey, I remembered. All right. So there we have two versions of the Highway Patrol Mustang, car number 26 on page 17. And what you see there is this one is the U-turn version, like I mentioned, that has the siren and the lights light up. This is the version that just has the lights and it's a real runner. So that's two versions of the same car. If you notice, with the same headlight assembly or the siren assemblies on top. But there's the two differences in the chassis, and you can see the difference also in the color red that they used for the lights, obviously. So that's not a mistake. They actually built them that way. So if you're a collector, you definitely want to try to get both of those. And what is that? Number 26 it's a 4. Both of those are rated as a 4. You probably see them a lot. You probably see these U-turn Mustangs more than anything, because you can get them fairly cheap. But those are fun. If you've never had one on your track, you can get one inexpensively. Trust me, it makes the little siren sound and has the lights, and if it has good enough tires, you can actually get it to do its thing. And so get a couple more. And boom. So there's the next version of the square lights, number 28. And it's also a 4. And like I said, it comes with the square roof lights, the radar, and the small hood decal. And you can see the radar right there, and there's a small decal, and obviously the square lights. Now this other Mustang is a set car, and it's not on page 17. It is the Mattel years, and it's on page 74, and it was made in 2010 in the Ford Mustang versus Chevy Camaro race set. I own the race set, but regrettably, I do not own that Camaro, so I can't even show it off. But that is a set-only car, and it's on the Mattel 440 X2. So, a couple of cool-looking Mustangs there. You have the Camaro? Well, Rich? Oh, yeah, I know you do, Patrick. That's why I shined it up for you. I love it. Ahoy, G-Bud. $100? You've already had too many cold snacks. It's a pretty valuable car, Rich. I understand. Because they did make a lot of those track sets because that was the years that Mattel was getting out. And here's a couple that if you were here last week, you got to see. But now we'll give a little more detail on them. So there, we have the Motorcraft Mustang. It's number 10 in the catalog. It's a 3 a lighted HP7 chassis made in 1986 only. And then next to it, it's the very first one in the catalog, number 1 on that page. It's also a 3 on an HP7 chassis, and yellow, green, red Mustang SVO Turbo. And both of those cars are kind of hard to. Yep, I was going to say. I thought I saw them in your case. Those are kind of hard to find in good shape because of the tampo wearing off on the sides. So I was fortunate enough to buy this one and still have the front sticker and all the tampo. It's got the vaunted green arm, like a lot of the HP7s do. And then the Motorcraft and all this one's in good shape too. So good looking cars. Now we're going to go to some old school. We're going old school on everybody. Or more like when we were probably growing up school. And this is where I'm going to have to start having help because some of these are, oops, well, see, there went a bunch of my pages out of my book. Some of these are on this page and some of them aren't. But we're going to start with the pink and chrome number 2 Pinto. It's a Pinto funny car, 1978. It's on an HP2 chassis, and it chrome pink blue super glow number 2, part number 6948, and that is a 2. Hey, Randy, thanks for showing up, man. And so this car right here is rare. So we'll get it up here and get you guys a good look at it real quick. So this is a 2 on the collector's scale. And then let's see where the Bronco's at. Hey, Richie. Oh, yeah, Rich. Like I said, man, me and you have a lot of the same cars. What page is that Bronco on? That's the one I'm trying to find right now. It's on a TYCO Pro chassis. I know that much. Oh, that's a funny car, Adam. They did that on purpose for drag racing. There it is. Number 20 and on page 52. Thank you, Rich. So there's the Bronco, number 20. It is a Baja Bronco made in 73, 74. It's on a TYCO Pro chassis. It's rated a 3. It comes with different wheels mounted on back. So there's, I guess, 2 different versions of this Bronco. Obviously, mine's missing part of the 2 on there, but it is on the TYCO Pro here. Pro 2. And then I guess based on the book, there's 2 different tires that are in the back of these. So you would have to get both of them to be a collector. But this is, like I said, they were only made for the 2 years of 73 to 74. So that's pretty cool. Carded? Yeah, that's a great deal, Adam. I'd still try and talk him down to $80. That's just me. So, like I said, we're getting into some of the older stuff now, which is kind of cool. Like I said, this is the stuff that from the old childhood that I always wanted. That I finally, like Adam and I were talking about earlier today, you start seeing cars on the back of advertisements or in magazines or whatever, and then all of a sudden you want that car, and it's funny how they don't do that as much as they used to. So let's start the Cobra barrage here. There's only 3 of them, and I've shown them off before, but I'm proud of them, so we're going to show them off again. Plus, they got to come out of the case, so I won't spend a lot of time on them. There are 4 versions of this Cobra. I can tell you that much right off the bat without even finding the page in the book yet. But there's the translucent blue and the one that they call a dark blue. And then we'll see the light blue here in just a second. And then the one that I don't have is the one that's white with a blue stripe. I gotta be getting close to it. Well, there's the chaparrals. Rich, what page is my Cobras on? I guess I better just look at the glossary. TYCO Pro. Yep, they're both on TYCO Pro chassis. Cobra. Shelby. Okay, let's go with this. Of course, Cobra. Oh, troop carrier. Hey, SLOTCAR. Thanks for showing up, man. I'm trying to find the page that those are on, and they're not listed like I would think they'd be listed. There they are. They're on page 25. Finally. Geez, oh, Pete Wizard. Number 18 and 19. And then we'll show the variation of number 19 here in just a second. Let's see here. Number 18, the translucent, is a TYCO Pro from 1971, rating of a 2, which is rare, which is this one. And then number 19 in the old book here is a blue with white, metallic and non-metallic. Comes in 2 different shades of blue. From 70 to 72, also on a TYCO Pro, also a rating of a 2. And so I'll show you the other version of that. And then, in case you're wondering, where my thumb's at is the version that I don't have. So really cool cars. Really happy to get those in that kind of shape for as old as they are. Over, 50 years old. It's pretty impressive. Oh yeah, slot car for life, man. His videos kick ass. Get to watch some slot car action and jam out all at the same time. It's awesome. And there's the other variant of the blue. So that's the one they call light blue. And then this is the one that the mayor picked out right off the bat. And this is a Pantera on a TYCO Pro 1 chassis. And let's see here. Respect. Are you talking to me? Oh yeah. Move on, boy. Yeah. Let's see here. I'm trying to find Pantera, the car. In the catalog here. And there it is. It's on page 30, finally. And it would be car number 24 on that page. So once again, page 31 and car 24. So there's two Ford Panteras. This is the obviously the orange one. It was made from 72 to 73. It's on a TYCO Pro chassis, and it's also rated as a 2. And what's really hard to find with these is you can see that little exhaust pipe back there. So trying to find one that's in that still has that on there, and you can see it's missing one right there. See? So it doesn't have them both, but it should. But once again, for as old as that is, you can't, beggars can't be choosers. Once again, at least 50 years old. All right. So let us look at the case before I pull out the next one, because it's going to be the McLarens for a little bit. And I know Rich has got some of these. I've seen them when he was showing them off. I think he's got the one that I need, as a matter of fact. Kind of like the Camaro. Uh, 41. Yeah. So since we're going to the McLarens, if you want to go to page 41, then we'll be stuck there for a little bit. You have everyone you need. Thanks, Rich. But the problem is my wallet doesn't have the money that you want. So page 41, number 9 is what we're looking at now. And that's a McLaren. Obviously, that's why I was telling everybody to get, if you had the book, to get there. Came out for several years, from 74 all the way through 77. It came out with 2 different chassis, and that's why you see 2 different versions there. This version is the TYCO Pro version. And that one was made from 70 to 71. And then from 72 to 74, then it was on the, where was that? Curve Hugger. Isn't that it? Am I looking at the right one? Yeah, Curve Hugger from 74 to 77. Yep. TYCO Pro from 72 to 74. So that's why I have two versions of that car, because, you know, obviously I know people can switch the bodies around to make it, you know, with the chassis to make it whatever they want. But at least now I've got my bases covered with the TYCO Pro. And then the Curve Hugger version. So this was the one that, you know, it looks a little different. Honestly, I like the TYCO Pro version better because it's got the chrome rims on it. And you can see what's next. A couple more. Oh, man. And once again, one of them's in perfect shape. One of them is missing some parts, and a part, and I'll point it out. So there we have the Chrome Blue Max special. It's number 12. It's a 3. It's on a Curve Hugger chassis. And they just simply, it was made in 1977 through, and then in 78 and 79, they put an HP2 chassis underneath it. Same part number, though, 8961. And then what you have there next to it is the number 4. Yeah. And that's number 11. It's a 3. It's on a TYCO Pro. It was only made for 1 year in 1972. And as you can see, it's missing those stacks. So it should have those stacks. So that's what I got to try to find for that one. Hey, Keith. Yeah, those are good looking cars, Slot Car, League of Champions. So couple more of the McLaren versions there. So we've seen one version, but the 2 different chassis. Now we're actually seeing different bodied cars. Okay, thank you, Rich. I appreciate it. Yeah, because, you know, obviously that's what I need for that one. And I think there's another one up here. It needs help too. Not this one. I think it's this one. Yep. It needs the driver's head and the. Yes, sir, Rick. So we have a couple of more of the McLarens. The one that's got the faded color here, we'll go with it since it's the one in perfect shape. It's number 14. It's also a 2. It was made in 1978 only. It's on an HP2 chassis, yellow, orange, super glow. And it came with the came 2 different versions. And this is the one that has the nose cut off, the intake lower cut off. So there's 2 versions, one that has it and one does. Well, no, I guess this one has the intake, I'm sorry, and the other one I'm getting ready to show you has it cut off. Here it is. So that's what it looks like. So there we go. And that one's obviously number 5. There's number 10 in there, and he's missing his head and the pipes. So I gotta do some work on him. But that's a 3, made in 1979 only, and yellow, black, number 5 McLaren Gulf is what they list that one as. Hey, cool, Rich. No, just let me know, buddy. Yeah, because I'd like to complete those cars because they're in great shape. Just missing a couple of little, trinkets basically that go on the cars. That would be awesome, my friend. And then, believe it or not, these the last two cars here will complete. We'll have done 24 cars because each case holds 48. So we're making decent time. Yeah. I don't know how much more I'm gonna be moving later, but I wanted to do building and racing later, but I can't stand to sit in this chair. Still on the same page there. We have a couple of the Ferraris there at the top of the page on page 41, in case you missed it. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different versions of this red car here. 1, 2, 3 versions of the number, or 4 versions of the number 12. That particular model does not have the silver on the air intake. So that one would be number 4. And let's see here. That's a 4 lighted TYCO Pro. Like I said, there's several different versions of that car, but 1973. And yeah, see, this one has the lighted curb hugger chassis underneath it, so it doesn't even have the right chassis. Because they did not put the curve hugger chassis. Yeah, they did. Yeah. Well, so no, it can have that. 1976 through 77. So that does have the right chassis. Yay! It's just the newer version. And then we have car is number 5 on that page 41. It's also a Ferrari 512M, and it's a 3. It's on a lighted HP2 chassis, and they call it Yellow Orange Super Glow Lime Orange. So 1979, so 21, 24, so what, 45 years old? Yeah, exactly. So good looking stuff. It's hard to find them, and Rich will be the first to tell you to have all the pipes still there, because that all breaks off real easy. So fortunately for me, both of my versions still have those pipes. So, and that's the Ferrari 512Ms. Those are the only 2 of those that I have. And thank you, sir. We're going to work our way from the bottom up because some of these are still on this same page, and that way we don't have to flip around. So let's see here. Let's get the ones that are on the page. So we're going to get this one. Well, here, let's do these 2 since they're the same type, Can-Ams. They all got to come out anyway. It makes no difference. And they're not in any particular order. So like I said, we're still on the same page. That's why I went with those. Once again, page 41. They're right next to each other. They're right after the McLarens. And the one that I am missing, so you've seen all the versions of that McLaren except for one, and that's number 13, which is the cream and red stripe number 5. And I believe that's the one Rich has that I think I saw in his collection. But these 2 are cars number 15 and 16 right after the McLarens on page 41. And they're at the top of the page. Those are the Lola 260s. They're both collector rating, availability of a 4, and they came with TYCO Pros, TYCO Pro 2s, curve huggers, and HP2 chassis, and were made from 73 through 77. I know you do, Rich. I knew I saw it. And so this this Lola 260 is on the TYCO Pro 1 with the wipers. And you can see there it's missing its back pipes. So I've got to find me some pipes. And this one's the chrome version. It's also missing its pipes, but everything else is there. And the chrome's in really good shape considering what it is. And it's on the curb hugger chassis. Oh, they're going to get, they'll get polished again before they go back into a case. I Novus them again before they go back in. So. Put those there. Okay, now let's do this one. Because it's still on this page. So if you go right past the Lolas, if you're in your book, and you go to number 17, 18, 19, 20, so on and so forth through there, this is car number 18. Because I'm going to start grouping the certain types of cars that need to be together. Oh, wow, look at the wing trying to pop off there. Have a good night, Mayor. Thanks for stopping in, man. That's the Chaparral 2G. It's on a TYCO Pro chassis from 70 to 73. Made all the way through till 78, and it also came out in a curb hugger chassis, collectability of a 4. This version is the on a TYCO Pro 1. And once again, having the wing on it's amazing. Having that all that back stuff in there, and the driver. And then those are stickers, by the way. Like I said, water slide stickers. So having those stickers on there, that's tough to find. And where's that 240Z at? Mm-hmm. 29. So we're looking at the car number 19 on page 29 of your TYCO Bible. There's only 2 of these Datsun 240Zs. And that one is the, like I said, number 19, made from 73 to 75 on a TYCO Pro or a TYCO Pro 2 chassis. Availability of a 3. And like I said, only made for 2 years. So kind of hard to find in decent shape. You can see mine's not in perfect shape. The 3's lacking in some spots there. But it's got the right chassis on it. And then one thing on these, on the back side back there, you can see that little nub. Sometimes those get broke off. So, and I think we're going to get to go to the Corvettes next, which will appease my Chevrolet friends. And so if you want to go to page 25, and I'll get you swung around there so you can see. Okay. All right. So these are the AP 427 Corvettes. If you were here last week, you saw me wonder where one of them was. I found it. That's why you see 2 yellows now instead of just the 1. But in case anybody wasn't here last week, we're still going to show the 2 that were here. Because I didn't give this much detail last week because I didn't think I would have the time. Hey, Slot Cars for Life. Thanks for coming in, man. Have a good evening. Keep up the great videos. Everyone go check him out if you haven't. So there we have a couple of the 427 Corvette APs on page 25. That particular versions that we're looking there, the silver one is number 29 on that page. It's a 2. It was on a TYCO Pro chassis from 70 to 71, part number 8802. And then the chrome with flames there is number 35. It's on a curve hugger chassis, and it was made for 2 years from 77 through 79. And part number 8363, chrome with red and orange flames. And it's the one that has the high hood box. And that's what they're talking about, hood box right there. And number 2, see how this is low and that's high, so it's low and high. So there's a good example. Hey Daniel, thanks for showing up. So that silver car is a 2, which is rare, and then the chrome one is a 3. And to find one that doesn't have all the scratches all over the chrome is hard to do. It's on the correct chassis and with the roll bar and stuff. So good looking car. I like them. And I've got them all but one. And then this one I showed off last week. Once again, it's on a TYCO Pro 1. It's got all of its water slides on it, and then someone added that Fram right there. So it's got a bonus Fram sticker someone stuck in there, because that's, from what I know, that's not supposed to be there. So, and that's the low version hood. So you can see the hood scoop's really low on that one. So finding these with the water slide stickers in place, the roll bar, the little guy, that's hard to do. And then the front ends not being broke, because those are real thin right there. Fortunate enough to find those. I've got 3 versions of that silver, so we're going to see that one again twice, 2 more times. Now we're going to get to the 2 yellow ones, and I'm actually going to be able to show you the one that, oh man, that I couldn't find last week. If you were watching last week's show. But what's cool about these, and Rich can appreciate it, and anybody that knows TYCOs, they used to call these white tires boots. So both of those have the white boots on them, which I thought was really cool. So it's just like in the TYCO Bible on page 25. Those are cars 30 and 31. And car 30 is the one right here, and it's a 2 rated. And then the car number 31 is a 3 rated with the dashes. This one was made in 71. This one was made in 72, and they both came on TYCO Pro chassis. Oops. So you're looking at a rare car and a semi-rare car. So there's the rare one, and once again, it's got the water side stickers on it, roll bar, the white boots, and it's got the water slides on both sides, which is hard to get. Same here with this bad boy. And there's the dashes that they're talking about on the top, and this is the one that's a 3. It's also on a TYCO chassis, TYCO Pro. So, love those Corvettes. Those are pretty cool. I'm a Ford guy, but those are pretty cool. So, the one that I don't have that you're not going to see right here. So, I don't have that white one. Rich, do you have the white one? You seem to have all the 1 cars that I don't have. You have all but the white too. Okay, yeah. You know, like I do, that's hard to find. I believe it was Daniel. I believe, you'll have to correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe you won one of these versions of these cars from the Beaches collection. It's either you or Randy. I thought it was Daniel. I could be wrong. I probably am. I've slept since then. Come on, man. So there we have the, sorry, Bill. Yeah, I'm sorry, man. This is the bonus car that you could buy, that you could send in for. I've got two versions of this. I got this one fairly cheap. I thought I'd use it as a runner because that's what someone else did. They've already changed out the rear hub and rear end on it and stuff. So it's been a runner. So I figured I could make it a runner again, but so it's still in pretty good shape. And then this is the Camel, and it's brand new. It's new old stock. But let's dig it out. What is that? Datsun. Randy won it. Okay. I knew one of you guys did. You guys battle each other all the time. And then snipe each other too, which is funny. Datsun 280Z. Page 29. Oh no, nothing like a little sibling rivalry. I love it. So that one's on the Camel is on page 29. It's car number 21 on page 29, and Datsun 280ZX back before it was back. In case you were wondering who the hell Datsun is, if you're before their time, it's Nissan now, but it used to be called Datsun, and so. Car number 21, it's on a 440 X2 chassis, made in 1982. And then they have a couple of them in sets, but they don't have a specific part number for it. But so that cars are rated as a 4, but it was also made for 7 years. So from 82 to 89. Yeah, Patrick, they have a set car and they have a non-set car, but there's no difference in either one of them. So there's no way to tell the difference. The set cars don't even have a part number, ironically. Oh, okay. So the 440 is the one that came out in 82, and then 83 through 89, they switched the chassis to the 440 X2. So I'll get my crap together. So there's the difference. It would depend on the chassis. And then there's that mail-in car. Yeah, that's the old Newman Haas before it was Stuart Haas Racing. You have all three of the 280s? Nice, G-Bud. I've got 2 out of the 3. I'm trying to find what page that Buick Regal's on. If somebody's already found it, they can help me out. Okay, it's on page 60 of your TYCO Bible, and it's car 10. And it is the anniversary car, free from 85 to 86. Part number 8955. It is, but believe it or not, availability of a 3. So kind of collectible, to be quite honest. So put the right rear end on it, and I'd have me a good looking car. And that's new old stock, so that's easy enough. Free car back then. Yep, that's what it says here. Yeah, free from 85 to 86. That's where you could mail in and they'd give it to you for free with shipping and handling. I believe that was the catch. I think I've got 2 of them. I've got the Indy TYCO and the that Chrome Regal, but I didn't know there were 4 of them. Yeah, that was missing the rear window, so that's why I was thinking it'd be a good runner, G-Bud. So there's 2 versions of this Dodge here. It's also on page 60. It's either car 16 or 17. And those are the Superbirds. That's either light blue or dark blue. 74 to 75. Both of them are 3 and on a TYCO Pro chassis. So I believe that's the dark blue version. Rich can correct me if I'm wrong. And then we have this bad boy here. So that's number 18. HP7 92 through 93, yellow and black, part number 9025. Oh, okay. So you're talking about the stock cars. Okay. Yeah. I forgot about those too. Yeah, I've got those. In fact, there they are up there, Rich. Right above like the Xbox. That's a lot of the TYCO. That's where the TYCO wall starts. And look at the delay. There's the TV. So you guys get to see an actual how long I have a delay like you guys do. So. And this one here was bought specifically to be a runner. And then I'll explain about that number 4. Okay, so those are 2 of the 4 versions of the TYCO F1 Indy style bodies. This one here is the one that they call the Chaparral. This is the one that they call the Wildcat. So the STP is the Wildcat. The Pennzoil is the Chaparral. There's 2 versions of that Chaparral. There's a dark yellow and a light yellow number 4, which is what distinguishes those. And then there's several different versions of that STP car. Most notably, the dark blue one that's really expensive. So, and if you have your TYCO Bible, it's right in the middle. Oh, yeah. I just saw a thing on since the Indy 500's coming up, there's they were showing some history of the Indy 500, and they showed that the first time they debuted the Chaparral, how it won the Indy 500. And where's it at? There it is. So there's car number 4 that we're looking at, number 40, and it comes in a light yellow and a dark yellow color. Then you have to flip the page. They're it's either a 4 or a 5, depending on which color it is and what year. 91 through 93. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's like 7, 8 different versions of that Pennzoil car, so you'd have a hard time collecting every single one of them. Blue metallic Charger. Oh, wow. Cool. See, I love these little tidbits. And then that, the STP, I forgot to give any information on it, like a doofus. My bad. Sorry. Where's it at? Indy Patrick STP. Yeah, the dark blue with red, that's a 1. And that's why I say it's really hard to get. And there's a bright blue and a light blue. And that's the light blue version. And both of those are 3s. And like I said, this is a runner. I bought it as a runner because you can see that the wings been glued back on. Yeah, it's in rough shape. I know it looks good on the camera, but trust me, it's dirty and I can't clean it, and that's why it's not very shiny. And the wing being glued on is a killer anyway. No, yeah, actual real companies that pay. Yeah, and then like I said, there's a dark yellow and a light yellow and a different colored roll bar, and yeah, there's just all sorts of different versions of this Chaparral Pennzoil. But it did win Indianapolis the first year that they debuted the car. And I just learned that this week. So you learn something new every day. $75. No, these aren't auction cars, Patrick. Well, maybe some of them will be. Whenever I haven't gone through the exact ones I want to put up for my personal stuff to sell to help with the carburetor. I got this one here came with another car, but I wanted to show that what can still happen to one if you can still use it even if it gets stepped on. And then it's a different shade of yellow too, which kind of confused me for a second there. But there's the Monroe Oldsmobile, and I know that I knew of two versions. There were black and blue stripes on the top, Rich, right? But I didn't know about the light yellow and the dark yellow. You have 32 of those F1s? Oh, 32. Okay. Thank you, Rich. Oh, number 32 on that page. I feel you now. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I showed that one off last week. The Lotus Camel. Oh, yours is black? Hell yeah, man. Oh, it has the black 88 on the roof. Okay, yeah. So this is what Rich and I were talking about. There's a black and a blue version of this car, and there's correct me if I'm wrong, but this also came in a race set. I just haven't found the page that it's on in here to verify everything yet. Page 61. Oh, thank you. I was only in the 50s. I'd have been there flipping for a second. Okay, so page 61, there they are at the bottom, blue and black, 31 and 32. Twin sloped grills, made from 81 to 87. And there are 4. Part number 8915 on a 440 chassis. And then, yeah, I was going to say this one came in a bundle. Here, let me switch it around here. And I thought it was funny that they stepped on it, and it really all it did was just make it like like they chopped the roof. So I thought that was funny. So yeah, they did. They definitely stepped on it. But it's sad too because everything else is perfect on this car except for obviously the Bigfoot Godzilla whatever footprint on it. But yeah, all the tampo's perfect. It's a shame. It really is. So yeah, I kept that one out to be a runner, and this one's gonna be going and staying in the case. We're about done with this first case, and then we're only got halfway to go. Arrow now, yeah. Fix that with a heat gun. Well, I may send that to you and let you do that one night for your show. Here's Kenny's cars. He kept trying to make me sell him. If he's still with us. Get the beer and the hammer, Rich. Yes, exactly. So there we have a couple of Camaros. He's eating dinner. Mr. Three Fingers, Four Fingers Whiskey. Camaro Z28, page 26. And there they are. Okay, so there you have the Pennzoil, and that's the car number 24 on that page. It's a 4 made from 84 to 86 on a 440X2 chassis, yellow number 8 Pennzoil. And then you have the, looks like the Kenwood Camaro, if you ask me, number 22. It's Valvoline, actually. Yeah, white, red, black, number 47, Valvoline. 87 through 89, it's also a 4 on an HP7 chassis. No, these, no, here. I didn't think they had lighted bodies, but they do. Well, it said this one's supposed to have an HP7 chassis, so this one's already wrong. It's got a 440 underneath it. Yeah, see, so it has the location for the lights. Oops, there, let me find out. There it is. But they got the wrong chassis underneath it. So not on the Pennzoil anyway, but it does have both the mirrors. Even though you can see a little road rash, rail rash, or whatever, and it's got those awesome tires that G-Bud likes. This one's also on a 440 chassis. And it's also a lighted body, but once again, no light. So thank you, sir. And we're down to the last 6 cars on this case. Yeah, I'm only going to go to 9 o'clock, so I may have to pick up the pace. Like I said, I thought I was going to test and tune, but I can tell right now I can't pick up a car off the table. No, it doesn't light up. It just rotates. It is 8:27 here, James. What? Where'd the Firebirds? I thought they were real close. Yours has lights. Oh, thanks, Rich. Thanks for making me feel good. I need to get the right chassis anyway, so yeah. All right, where's the fire chickens at? Page 18. There they are. So the first one we'll look at is right there, the white Valvoline. It's number 13 in the TYCO Bible. It's a 4 on an HP7 chassis made from 87 to 89, white, blue, red, stripe, number 5 Valvoline, part number 6978. And then the car next to it is part of a set car set that the TRX thing that where you could pull a car. I believe that's what that is. 15, 16. We'll see. Nope. Yeah, TRX. Yeah. Turbo. Yeah. So couple more good looking cars. Oh yeah, well this is got the wrong chassis underneath it and everything. No, this was some of these aren't correct because I honestly they got bought with a pack, you know, in a group of cars, and so I've had zero time to go through and make sure that everything is what it should be. Yellow Pennzoil should be a 440. Yeah, that's what I have underneath mine. Okay, cool. Just not lighted. Just got to put the bulb in it. I believe these are two of the same night glow cars here, Corvettes. There's so many of these Corvettes. The TRX were HP7. Oh, okay. Just needs the gold wheels then. Cool. Thanks, G-Bud. I believe that is number 10 on page 22. Night glow from 88 through 90. Those are 4s. And they do glow. They light up the room, that part of the cabinet whenever I turn off the lights. And they're correct. They still have the little mirrors on them on the 440 chassis. And I have this race set, and we're getting ready to see the other car. But once again, I had 2 of them because they came in a bundle of cars that I bought. It's not like I wanted 2 of the night glow Corvettes. It just worked out that way. So now we'll see the blue version that came in it. And then here we have a Doomsday car. And then that's the first case. So there's the blue version of it. And the rare one of those 3 is the green one. It's a 3. The other 2 are 4s. So when I'm the red, the blue, those are 4s. And then if you find the one that's green, it's a 3. So out of those 3 versions, it would be the best one to have. And then that's a Doomsday Warrior car. Oh, cool. Rich, me and you need to talk. Now, I got Slot Car League of Champions. I wish he was still on here. I believe he has that race set, and I believe he's done videos with it. And then if anybody that's on here has seen his videos that can help me out and confirm that, that'd be awesome. But I think he's got that Doomsday set. I figured you'd recognize that. Yeah, okay, so page 63 is from the Mattel years. It's car number 7, Chrome Blue Doomsday Duel, 1998, set only. I figured you'd recognize that. So both of those are set cars. And there's the Doomsday Duel that Rich sent to Adam. Set car only. Kind of like their version of the Mad Max theme. And there's the Corvette again, night glow on a 440 chassis. Like I said, I've got that race set. So, and let's see, where was it? There it is. So this is the last half that we're doing tonight. And that'll be 72 cars. G-Bud, I've got both set cars on their way. I bought them with money from the auction. So I've got this one coming. So I don't have it yet, but I will. So let's open this bad boy up. Rich, how many of those Doomsday cards did you have? You were giving them out like candy, it looks like, and I'm insulted I didn't get one. You figured I already had one, I didn't need two? So let's go back. Okay, so we're going to start at the bottom because there's more Corvettes there, and it'll kind of finish up the 427 Corvette thing that we got going on there, the AP 427s. What is it? 25 and 63. So page 25. There they are. So I won't spend a lot of time on the silver ones, so we'll just get them out of the way. But I have 3 versions of the silver, and they're all 3 in excellent condition. So look for one of these to be in a future auction. I'll just put it that way. Have a good night, Patrick. Thanks for stopping by, buddy. So if you missed the earlier description of that car, it's on page 25, number 29, and it is a 2, I believe. Yep, 2. TYCO Pro chassis, 70 through 71. The only one I don't have, James, is the white one. That's the one I don't have. And I have both versions of that one. Since Rich pointed it out, I had to get them. And so, yeah, we'll get to see all of them. In fact, every Corvette that I own, of those AP 427s, that is. All right. Oops, wrong one. Wrong one again. There it is. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on the chrome one because we've already seen it. So I'll just kind of describe number 11 so we can kind of pick up the pace. So I'm at 3 and 6 now. Obituary, sometimes they did, or they included them with the car. They used to call them white boots back in the day. So we've seen the chrome one again. That's number 35 in your TYCO Bible. It's a 3, and it was made from 77 through 79. And it's on a curve hugger chassis. The number 11 we haven't seen yet. That's car number 33. It's a 3. It's on a TYCO Pro chassis, and it was made in 1973 only. White, orange, black, number 11. And it has the high hood. So both of those are the high hood versions. So I'm proud of my little Corvette collection and my Cobra collection. I wish I had the one car of each and the McLarens to finish them all off. But we'll get there someday. It's all good. And here's the best looking Corvette, if you ask, in my opinion, out of all of them that they made. I'll just leave it there instead of flopping the camera around on you guys. And that one is car number 32 on that page. And it is a 2, and it was made in 1970 only. And they just call it red, white, number 8. TYCO Pro 8802. And ironically, the white one is also, they're all the same part number, 8802. Huh. Interesting. Are you missing the white one too, Rich? And this one's on a different page because it came out as a set card, I believe. You need the white one too. Yep. I feel you, brother. That yellow and black 427 vet there, Rich, isn't that a set car? I'm trying to find it. I thought it was the Mattel years. There it is. Yep, it is the Mattel years. Page 63. Car 14, set only, black yellow, number 97. The set was 6693, whatever that one is. Wow, it also came in with the Lime Blue Flames. Oh, cool, with the Porsche. Many different years, many different versions. So, yeah, I was right. My memory served me right. So this is a set-only car, but this is from the Mattel years, and they just reused the mold, and that's why you see the generic red driver in there. So, and this one is brand new, by the way. I bought this one from ProTinkerToys.com, ProTinkerToys.com. He used to have a bunch of these. I don't know if he still does. If he does, you might want to go buy and grab one, because finding one brand new like this, pretty cool. And then here's the two versions of the Stars and Stripes that thanks to Rich and doing one of his, I believe it was one of your TYCO Tuesdays, buddy, you pointed out that there was a black cockpit and a blue cockpit version. And I did not know that until I read my book a little closer and then realized if I was going to try to collect all those vets that I needed to try to find those. Yes, black and blue. And so there they are. So there's the black cockpit and the blue cockpit. So that's what he's talking about. This is what they call a flooded cockpit. And one is black and one is blue, and I'll show. And this is the one that has the curb hugger chassis. And here's the blue version. You can see blue, and it's on the TYCO Pro 1. Both of them still cool. Oh, wrong one. 3. There we go. So you've seen all of the AP 427 vets or 427 AP vets or whatever you want to call it, except for the solid white one that neither Rich or I have. And then here we're getting to some Porsches, which I think Adam, if he's still with us, will like. And like I said, these are just cars that were sitting on top of the cases. This isn't all of the cars that I have of these cars. It's just these are the ones that were sitting on top of the cases. So they're the ones that are in here to be reallocated. Nice. You'll paint one white tomorrow. Oh, Adam's still awake. All right. I was giving you shit there, buddy. All right, so the Porsche whale tail that you see there, the Porsche 935, that's number 4 on page 38 of your TYCO Bible. It is a 3. It's on a lighted HP2 chassis. It was made in 1981 only, and they call it yellow, orange, red, black, number 17 Porsche. And then the next one you see there, the Carrera, is a Porsche Carrera. That's what they just labeled it as. It's car number 16 on a lighted HP2 chassis, 6953, and it's a 3, and they just call it brown, white, orange RS Turbo. No freaking way, Adam. So this one's a 3, that one's a 4, but either way you look at them, these are still cool looking cars. They got the stickers on them, the tampo's in perfect shape, and it's got the correct lighted HP2 chassis underneath it. So this one's correct. And this one's got lighted HP7. So it is correct. Oop, just dreaming about Porsches. And this one here, this ain't even a TYCO, but it was on top, so it got shoved in the case. And then obviously we're going to be hitting the Ferraris. Snake track chassis. Nice. So Ferrari, we're going to be on them for the next like 6 cars. So might as well just try to find it real quick, and then that way it'll be easy. And that the Porsche is not even in the book. That's an Ideal, I believe, is what that brand that's called. Ferrari. Page 33. All right, so that one there, I believe that's one of those command control, if I'm not mistaken, if I'm at number 3. Yep, number 18, I guess, somewhere in there. What's that got on the? It's got TYCO on the wing, so yeah, 18, 19, or 20, I'm guessing. It's got the wrong chassis underneath it. It should have a TCR chassis underneath it, but it's got the 440X2. So that one's all wrong. That's why it's got the little fake flag thing to make it look like it's a remote control, but they made this one a runner. So still cool looking, different body. And then this one ain't even a TYCO. This is like that the Ideal or whatever, something like that. I don't know. It came in a batch. Someone knows what kind of chassis that is. I think it's Ideal, but I don't know. It's not going to go back into a case, I can tell you that much. Wrong one. Yeah, that's why I thought too, G-Bud. That's why, because in the pictures it shows that, but then that car didn't have any of it. So that's what kind of confused me, because it was the only number 3 in there that was marked up like that. So I'm not sure what's going on. And like I said, we got Ferrari F40s going galore here. That one is number 16. The red version is, anyway. It's a 5, 440X2, made from 93 to 96. Came in a Toys R Us 4-lane set, which I own. And came both ways. Put 440 underneath yours too. Yep. And then this is you're not going to find this one in the book. This is a one that I got off a guy that was painting them, and I thought I was going to do an IROC series, and I thought that was a really good paint job that he did. So that's like a dark burgundy version, but he did the good detail on it, as you can see back there. I mean, he put new chassis underneath them, clear coated them, so it's a good looking car. So I bought it. Then it turned out I didn't want to do a 440s because they're so wide that they bounce. You can see how close they are on the track. And there's a yellow version. And here's a red version. The red one's the number 3 on here, and it's a 4. I don't know if that's the U-turn version. That ain't a U-turn version. It's on a U-turn body, apparently. You have all 6 of the F40s? That red one, number 8. Oh, the yellow one, number 8. It's a 4. And it was also in a set. Hey, Danny. Wait, thanks for showing up, man. Dick's Slot Car Room in the house, guys. If you haven't gone by and checked out his channel in a while, go by and say hi. Like I said, I thought I was going to do a IROC series of those, so Someone asked me a long time ago if I had a hopper, and I'll show you the one and only hopper that I have. But we're going to finish off the two F40s. Obviously, this is the U-turn version. I'm not going to bother putting them on the turntable. This is the U-turn version, just missing the glass. So if you've wondered, that's what that would look like. And that's, you see the painted headlight covers. That's the way the body came. So, and then here's another one of those painted F40s that I just showed off in blue. And you can see painted the wing black and detailed the back of it. And like I said, made them sharp looking cars. So I thought I was going to do an IROC series of them. And then I changed my mind. And here we have old Mikey Waltrip. And I think this is Neil Bonnet missing tires. But yeah, both missing tires. I think both of those are a 3 or a 4 to collect. Hey, Chris. I was talking about you earlier, buddy. Thanks for joining in, man. The chrome one? Yeah. I'd like to have more of those chrome ones too. So obviously these need a little work before they would make it into the case, but you know, permanently. But I already have versions of these, so don't be surprised if you see these with tires again for sale in the near future. And then there's the Neil Bonnet. That was in pretty good shape. A lot of times that lower valence gets all chipped up and the red comes off. So put some tires on this bad boy and he'd be good to go. Ears were burning. Well, we're getting down to the last 3 cars of the night. And actually, I think I'm going to come in pretty early. But this is one I want to show off first all by itself, because I recently just got that. So there is a set car from Australia. What page is that on, Rich? And the reason why I'm pointing out that one all by itself is because, like I said, it's a set car. It's from Australia. And it was one of those where I mentioned earlier, like I said, that halfway around the world, sometimes I deal with a vendor and they every so often, 47. Thank you, sir. And every so often, they offer new old stock cars. And 48. So yeah, car number 9. That is a 2. It's on an HP 440 chassis. I don't know what the hell a high performance 440 is, but it was made in 1995 only. Australian race set 6692. Red, white, Coca-Cola number 4. So that is literally a brand new old stock. Yeah, I've seen it in your case. I finally got one to join it with you, to join the club. And there it is in the book. So Australia set car only and new old stock. So that's why I gave it its own little thing. And it just so happened that it came in halfway around the world on my birthday last week on Wednesday. So ironically, when I ordered it the month before, it came in exactly on my birthday, which was pretty cool. So brand new, and it's rare, and blessed to have it and lucky enough to get it on my birthday to boot. And then since we're down to the last few, I'll let that one do it solo there. But that's a Mercedes-Benz I didn't know if you had one of those or not, if it was along with your Panteras there, Rich. Didn't know if you'd seen that. Those are on page 30. And that's there's two versions of that car. There's one that has no black, and then this one that does have black on the hood. Obviously, that one's got the black on the hood. It's number 27. It's a 3 made in 1973 only on a TYCO Pro chassis, orange black hood. You have both. Nice. And then the other one's orange clear tinted. Both of them are a 3 rated, but they're both cool in my book. That's awesome, Rich. Yeah, I think they're cool looking cars. That's why I got it and that Pantera too. I'd like to get both versions of that Pantera, that silver one. Pretty cool stuff. And then I thought I'd save the coolest car out of all of them, in my opinion, the one that just brings a smile to my face looking at it. The old shaggin' wagons there. I'm not sure what page that's on, but it's a Dodge van. So let's just see. The brass plate was falling off. Too much shagging in the wagon. Yeah, I like it, Chris. I'm trying to find out what page we can, so I can get some information on it. What's that? What do they call that, Rich? It's not under Dodge van. It's not under Chevy van. Page 51. Okay, cool. There's the shaggin' wagon. There's two different versions of the old shaggin' wagon here, and I'll just show it in the book. There's a blue stripe and a green stripe, and that's the green stripe version. You have 8 of the vans. I only got 2 of the vans. That's one of them, and then I have this one right here. So I've got this van, and I've got that van. Nope, this van. Sorry, I got the green. You got the green? No, that's blue. I got the blue stripe. So I got the blue stripe version. There, yeah. That's the version you're looking at, and there's the only other van that I own. In a van down by the river, yes. Chris Farley loved him. Oh, man. Love those Saturday Night Live skits. Those were awesome. See, I had the old hat kicked back. I was trying to lean back and do stuff in between, and I knew a granny van. Oh, he was shagging a granny in a van down by the river. See, we can make a story out of that, Rich. I was going to build Man-Child Motorsports cars and do some testing tonight, but then I realized if I was pulling cars off the case and putting them on the track, that I would have no place to do any of that. And even if I tried moving these cars off the track in some way, shape, or form, it would take too long. Adam just woke up. An 18 van? Oh, dude, I've been trying to get one of them, and every time I try to buy one, someone decides to go stupid crazy. Yeah, there's a fake 18 van. I say fake, it's just a hollow pusher from the train set. And then there's the real 18 van that actually runs from the track set. So that's what he's talking about, in case you wondered if why when he says he has 2 versions of that van. They both say 18. It's just that one of them's a roller and the other one actually runs. If I'm correct, right? You tell me if I'm wrong, buddy. A dummy chassis. There it is. Okay. Kind of like those TRXs that we had that on these. Yeah. Oh, man. And a Camaro set too. Oh, cool. Yeah, if you have any of those little small parts on any of my cars that you saw that I was missing tonight, be sure and hook me up and let me know. And if I have something to trade, we'll trade. If not, then I'll just try to buy them from you if you're willing to part with them. But to get back what I was talking about earlier, I can't stand to sit in this chair very much longer. So regrettably, I'm not going to be building anything live tonight, even though you can see the whole desk is filled up and it was ready. My back is killing me. I'm wussing out. I've got to get in my recliner and take something, put some icy hot on there or something. And so I was really thankful that the last case was just arm reach. So there we saw those 72 cars. I will arrange those cars in the groups that they should be going with, like Mustangs with Mustangs, Camaros, Vets, so on and so forth. And then once I do that, then look for that thumbnail for the Saturday night show. And then that way you can kind of see where we started and how it ended up and where I finished it off at. But I apologize for not being able to do the live building and the testing and stuff. I have everything set up and ready to go, but I didn't plan on the dog about tripping me with the intake for my car. So I wanted to show off since I'd polished on it, made it all nice and shiny. So I apologize again for that, but I hope you guys enjoyed the fact this time we went through the TYCO book with Rich's help, Rick's help. Thank you guys for your help on that. And then we gave a little history on some of the cars. Maybe you got to see some of the cars you had never seen before, or you'd seen them in pictures and just never saw one in, more or less in person that someone owns. So thank you guys for showing up tonight. I hope you guys enjoyed the Monday night show. And then I promise I will get better, and we will have a live show at some point in time with me tuning and testing cars. And that's all it'll be, is me building a chassis. We'll throw it on the track, test it, and then see if we like it, or if we don't, tear it apart and redo it again. So be sure and check out Rich's TYCO Tuesday tomorrow. I believe Adam is going to go live on Wednesday night with the wife's going to make me sleep on the couch segment. Oh no, man! Thank you for your help, man. Like I said, without your guys' help, it doesn't make it a good show. So thank you guys for making a good show, and it was entertaining for me because I learned something, and that's the reason. Once again, I did this channel, is to bring people together to share their knowledge and share their knowledge with people that may not know stuff. So it's working perfectly, and without your participation, Rich and Rick and James and everybody that's participated in the chat tonight, that's what makes this channel special, and I appreciate that. So thank you so much. Guys, enjoy the rest of your week. Be sure and check out everybody I just mentioned. And then on Wednesday, we have Adam. Thursday, we have PTT. And then we also have Kenton with his Pimp Your Layout. Be sure and check that out. Friday night, we have Rich's Slot Cars and Cold Snacks. And then on Saturday, we have Slot Car Saturday Night Live, which is my channel. So we've got a full week of slot car stuff if you're so inclined. So be sure and support everybody supporting the hobby. Get out there, light some sparks, melt some plastic. Enjoy the rest of your week. I'm sure I'll see you guys in a chat on one of those channels here real soon. Have a good night, guys.